at a video. Still doing some work on the shop around here. We got the new floor in on the spot that needed a cement slab. I got the roof redone, a new chimney on the wood stove. I'm still waiting on material to finish my ceiling, get that in, get it insulated, get some lights in here. So we haven't done a whole lot of projects in the shop in the last few months. Hopefully once the ceiling and the lighting's in here, I'll make for some better videos. Right now we're working off some portable lighting and some camera mounted lighting, and hopefully it'll be better all around once the shop's back together. But I had this small project on the side, and I figured somebody might find this interesting or perhaps even useful. Well, my main saw around the shop for cutting off stock and so on has been this 4.5-inch import saw. This is fairly similar to what you might find at Harbor Freight for, I don't know what they go for nowadays, $200, $250, somewhere around there. So I was cutting a piece the other day and the gearbox went out, which I guess is a common problem. It's a worm drive gearbox, and the gears are not hard, and it's a common thing to strip out. You can get replacement parts off eBay for about $60 for a set of gears made out of bronze, I believe it is. But today's project is not on this saw. Saw is on Facebook Marketplace, and I found this well saw for a pretty reasonable price. Made in American saw. Now this is the second generation saw, which is made from, I believe, 1970 to 1997. It's a later serial number, so probably a mid-90s, early 90s saw. So this will do a lot better for me than that import saw. The import saw was I believe it was a 4.5 by 8 cut, where this is a 9 by 11 cut. I believe it's 9 by 11 cut. 7 by 11 cut. Sorry, the new model is 9 by 11. This second generation is a 7 by 11. Still a good upgrade. So it's in pretty good shape. Was leaking some gear oil. I opened the gearbox up and put some new bearings in it. The bearings are in good shape. I put some new bearings in there just to seal up the gearbox, clean it out, put some new NLGI number 0 extreme pressure grease in there. Didn't get any video of that. I did repack the bearings for the wheels, but it has some wore out blade brushes on it. So this has some stationary brushes as opposed to some other saws which has a rotary wheel type brush. Now I could call well saw and get some new ones of these. It's a made in American saw. They still support it, still sell all the parts. They don't list any prices on their website, but I found another aftermarket Bandsaw supplier which did list prices on their website, and they wanted, I think it was over $60 just for a drive belt for this saw. Now it's just a A24 belt. You can get a belts gate on McMaster right now for about $10 plus shipping, or you can get it on Amazon right now for just under $12 with free shipping to your house. So I was kind of leery about what they may charge for something simple as these brushes, but looking at them, they look a lot like a file card like this. So this file card cost me about $10. You see, those brushes look pretty similar. So I'm going to try to make my own using the pad off this brush. So this is what the brushes are off of this saw. It's just a fabric pad with a couple of rows of bristles on the sides, held to the brackets with a small nut and bolt. I scraped this off of the file card I had. It's a little finer. Maybe if I would have spent a little more money on a little better file card, it would have been a little coarser, but this would be a good proof of concept anyways. So this I can cut this down to size, put a hole in it, maybe remove some of the, or even just flatten out some of the brushes in the middle there and bolt them back to them, and we'll see how that works. So one thing I noticed when taking these apart is it looks like these are double-sided, so I could have probably just flipped this over and used the other side, but well, I'm only $10 into it, so just trying to prove a concept here, and maybe somebody will find this useful and learn along with me. Anyways, here's the pads I made. See the cloth that's on is a little thinner. Except I bought the cheapest file cards I could just to kind of get a proof of concept here. So here it is bolted up. Now I'm going to put a little wood glue, see the little floppy, so I'm going to put a little wood glue on the back of here and hopefully stiffen this up some. Well, we'll see what happens. I think this will wipe off a little more of the surface area of the blade than this one did. We'll see. So this is where we ended up. It don't look too bad. You know, those file cards, they got a little bit of an angle or rake to the brush wires, so I put those in the direction of the blade travel, so they wouldn't be fighting against the blade travel. They're all touching the blade. We'll see how this lasts. Might be a good proof of concept anyways. If I do this again, maybe I'll look for a little better, a little coarser file card to use, but I think this is a good proof of concept. I've got to do some tune-up of this saw yet, check all the alignments of the wheels, make sure it cuts square and stuff like that, but it's a good start, and it should keep chips out of the drive wheel here, at least for the time being. Hopefully this inspires some of you to try something yourself and maybe even improve upon my designs here. So, thanks for watching. If you like this, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up too while you're at it. See you next time.